convince you to start the journey towards loving yourself truly. That's what I want to convince you of. So we get a lot of letters and messages, and there are some absolutely shocking things in the messages that we get from you guys in the letters. Some things that I can't even say out loud. It's probably way too triggering. I'm not going to say them, but we get some really, really personal, private, vulnerable messages written out, sent to us, and stuff that you guys haven't even told your best friends or your family sometimes. And what surprises me the most is when a girl comes up to me in like meet and greet, or I see her picture on Instagram, and she looks like she has no problems in her life. She looks happy, smiley, perfectly put together, and then I read her letter, and I just can't believe what she's going through and what she's been through, because you would never guess that by looking at her. I think we forget that pain doesn't look the same on everyone. For some people, they really show their pain on their exterior. You can tell when you look at them, you can tell they're in pain. Other people, they try to become invisible and just blend into the background. They don't want to draw attention to themselves. They don't want to look too good or too bad. They just don't want you to look at them and pay attention. And other people overcompensate. They have a perfect outfit. Their hair looks perfect. Their makeup is perfect. They're getting amazing grades. They're doing really well. And you think they're doing super well. But sometimes the reason they're overachieving at such a crazy pace and they have so much pressure on themselves is because they're scared that if they don't keep earning their worth, they're gonna feel worthless, because they don't have worth unless they earn it. So we don't always know what someone's going through by looking at them. That's something that I was guilty of before, that I learned a lot about through our career. So when I say these things, I'm not just speaking to the people who look like they're in pain and they wear their heart on their sleeves and you can see the pain in their eyes. I'm talking to the people who are trying to blend into the background. You don't want people to notice. And I'm talking to the people who are like, I'm doing great. I just had a mental breakdown the other night because my hair wasn't perfect, but that was unrelated. I just am really high strung. I'm talking to those people too. I'm in that category, if you didn't know.
Got it.
There's two things going on here that I want to talk to you about. Number one, we often believe that we don't deserve to love ourselves. We think we don't deserve to love ourselves. We don't deserve love. We don't deserve to believe in ourselves. We don't deserve to think highly of ourselves. Other thing is, we don't think we're capable. We were not born thinking these things. You're not going to find a kid who gives up on walking because they don't think they're good enough and they shouldn't be able to do it and they don't think they can do it. You're not going to find that kid. You're not going to find a kid who's like, oh, I don't even want to color anything because I could never color this picture. You're not going to find that. But then as we get older, we go through all these things, sometimes from a really young age, and these beliefs start piling on, and we take them on as our identity. We take the words people said, they don't even remember they said, or maybe they didn't even mean that way, or maybe they don't even know us. We take those words and we create our identity out of them. That's not your identity. It's not who you are. That's things people have said to you, things people have done to you. And then you take it on and you start just rolling with it and you start saying the same things to yourself and doing the same things to yourself. And you call that your personality. You say, this is just who I am. That's not who you are. That's not who you were born. That's not who you were when you were really little. That's not you. I just want to convince you of one thing tonight, and that is to start questioning, who actually are you, and why do you have to believe those things, and to make a decision that you're going to turn it all around, you're going to dismantle it, you're going to build it from the ground up with what you deserve, with what you need, and you're going to become the person you're meant to be, the person you actually are in your soul. And it doesn't happen overnight. You don't go, okay, I made a decision, tomorrow I'm going to feel amazing about everything. I'm going to fix everything. That's not how it works. It's a journey. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of failure, a lot of building new habits, because your habit right now is to beat yourself up. And that goes for everyone. We're all too hard on ourselves. No matter who you are, no matter what you're doing, I know you're too hard on yourself. And I can tell by the way I'm looking at you when I say that. When I say those words to someone, you can just see it. You're too hard on yourself. And I can tell that a lot of you don't believe you deserve to hear positive things about yourself, because when we sing our positive lyrics, a lot of you will look away or shake your head. And it breaks my heart, because I want to be able to sing it to you, and I want you to say, you know what? Maybe I'll choose to believe it. Maybe I'll let it in. And you can. That's the thing. You guys will say, like, you guys saved my life, or you completely changed my life. We didn't save your life. We can't get in your brain and make a choice for you. You made the choice every single time. And to even give away that power to us and say, oh, I didn't do this, it was because of you, because of your positivity. No. You made a choice in the moment to believe it. That was your choice. That was you. Start giving yourself credit. When you make a mistake, instead of saying, see, I was right, I am a failure, I am a screw up, I am worthless. Don't say that anymore. Stop yourself. And I have to do the same thing. I have to do the same thing all the time. I fail. And I go, oh, I start doing the negative thoughts and I stop and I go, no. You are a human. You are allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to do this. You're going to learn from this. That's not natural for me. I had to learn it, just like you guys can learn it. And your journey is going to be different from the next person. You're not going to have the same journey. But if you choose that you want to change the way you see yourself, the way you see the world, the beliefs you have about yourself and the world, it's going to be uncomfortable, because that's your comfort zone. You guys know, a lot of you know, I've had depression for a long time, and I was comfortable. I don't know if you can relate. I'm sure a lot of you can. I was comfortable being alone in my room in the dark. It was comfortable. I hated it, but it was comfortable because it was scary to put myself out there. And it was scary to fail again and say, see, I am a failure. See, I do have to earn my worth. If I don't have these accomplishments, I'm nothing. But that's not real. I heard this in a podcast the other day. It's not what you're accomplishing and what you're achieving. It's who you're becoming. At the end of your life, you don't have those accomplishments anymore. You have who you became. You become someone throughout your life, and you are going to be someone. We don't know when the end of your life is, but when you get there, you're going to be someone. Who do you want to be? Not what do you want to have? What do you want to have accomplished? What do you want to have achieved? Who do you want to be? Think about that. Make it your goal, and then do not let anyone or anything stop you. And do not be the one stopping yourself. You deserve to become the person you're meant to become. It's not going to be an easy journey, but it's going to be so worth it. Do everything you can. Do everything you can and let no one stop you. On this journey, you're going to fall down so many times. But it's, like I said before, learning how to walk. When kids are learning how to walk, they do all these little bouncing things, they try to get up, they fall, and they strengthen their muscles. How are they going to get strong? They're on the floor all day, lying down, and then you think they just know how to stand? No, they got to strengthen the muscles first. You're going to fall down, you're going to get back up, and you're going to be shaky because you haven't done it enough times yet. It's just like when you were little. You've done it before, you can do it again. But you can't stay down there, because a lot of you are down there, and you decided that you live there. You can't stay there. You gotta get up. You gotta become who you were meant to be. And it is not too late, no matter how old you are, no matter how young you are, it's not too early. It does not matter how old you are, what anyone has said to you, what anyone has done to you, what you have said to yourself, or what you have done to yourself. It does not matter. It's time to choose. You're gonna become who you're meant to become. This song is called You're Worth It. And it's time to take in all the words and choose to believe them. It's okay if you don't believe them today, but make a goal that you want to believe them. You want to get there by the end of your life. That's who you want to become.